Yeah, he's a liar.
But here's what.
Before there was the manosphere, I was. Before there was the internet, I was. I was that Sigma male crying out in the wilderness for justice and equality for those that are downtrodden and broken, those that are voiceless. I was the kosher clinician before I was the kosher clinician on the internet. My plight and my war cry for justice and humanity is nothing fake, but I've always been kosher. Then sit back and get this kosher fun. Hello everyone. Is there equality in America, fact or fantasy? First of all, I would like to salute all fellow human beings and most graciously those who are beacons of light for justice and righteousness. To vocally explain the tenets of equality, fact or fantasy, I must begin with the combination of two alphabets, I and F, which spells there's no respect of person, but gives protection to all them that fear him. So therefore I ask you this profound and non-scholastic question. If there was equality in America, will I be standing here today? You decide, fact or fantasy. All right.
This is kosherclinician. 7 wonders, the whole world gotta listen. This is kosherclinician. 7 wonders, the whole world gotta listen. This is kosherclinician.
Fire for your mind. Kosher clinician.
Remember those days, those L's, I couldn't sleep right now. I get paid, vacay, I'm staying B-side. Breaking the blues over steak, I gotta eat right. You could be my peace sign. I don't need that energy around me. I just need sun, you're so cloudy. I wake up good, you're so grouchy. Please get from around me. When the truth don't work, you start telling lies. Thought you were down to ride, you weren't down to ride. Caught switching, you were picking sides. Don't blink, caught slipping like a slip and slide. I was shooting dice till I got a nosebleed. Money on the floor, can't get cold feet. Took an L, should've put it in the offering. Lord, forgive me for my sins, don't know of me. Scary thoughts, I got scary thoughts. Lost control, now I'm taking charge. Breaking bills, friends breaking off. You could be the youngest, I'm the dawn. Kiss the ring, nah. In the scene like GOT. Stay awake, don't sleep. Like Jon Snow, get R.I.P. Remember those days, those L's, I couldn't sleep right now. I get paid, vacay, I'm staying B-side. Breaking the blues over steak, I gotta eat right. You could be my peace sign. I don't need that energy around me. I just need sun, you're so cloudy. I wake up good, you're so grouchy. Please get from around me. Just me, myself, and I'm my favorite threesome. The cars I drive by, I never lease them. They say if you can't beat them, then you join them. That's no option, I don't join, I always beat them. I was fake, it had to find me. Now I'm on beat, skating like I'm grinding. L hit me, said it's all about the timing. If you want the vision, get to spinning. My mama told me trust in God, it's never limits. Now I'm on the scoreboard, running up the digits. I put in work, you know I'm up to get it. Early bird gets the worm and the Yankee fitted. Like whoa, bags under my eyes and you know. Won't complain, I'm tired, I'm on go. For that grip, 10 toes till they swole. For that grip, 10 toes till they swole. Remember those days, those L's, I couldn't sleep right now. I get paid, vacay, I'm staying B-side. Breaking the blues over steak, I gotta eat right. You could be my peace sign. I don't need that energy around me. I just need sun, you're so cloudy. I wake up good, you're so grouchy. Please get from around me. I was starving, I mean till my belly full. From up north, we get cold, you need a heavy coat. Scared to end up on a shirt before it's centerfold. Devil on my back, target on me, deadly too. Play the keys, don't tweet. It's not peace, don't speak. 24, no sleep. This is real, no tweet. My bros for life, can't break this link. Family on my side, baby stay around me. I don't want no combo, I want checks. I don't want the second, I want this. I'm all in my ass way, I'm a wreck. I've been moving like a hot mess. I don't want no combo, I want checks. I don't want the second, I want this. I'm all in my ass way, I'm a wreck. I've been moving like a hot mess. Want that combo, better know you'll need a check from me. Can pay to play, the sun and still won't get a cent from me. I mix the fit up with the side like it's a remedy. I mix it up inside the pot, watch it drip while it drop. Time to take it to the top. Chips all in the middle like it fall, no I won't flop. We gon' pop like a soda can top. To me this is nothing, call my bluff and I won't stop when I flex. I don't want no combo, I want checks.
I want the checks, yeah.
I don't want the second, I want best.
I want best, yeah.
By any means, that's a triple threat.
A triple threat.
That S is getting bigger, I might
flex.
I don't want no combo, I want checks. I don't want the second, I want best. I'm all in my ass way, I'm a wreck. I've been moving like a hot mess. I don't want no combo, I want checks. I don't want the second, I want best. I'm all in my ass way, I'm a wreck. I've been moving like a hot mess. I hit record a drop, you can't ignore it. I'm transforming now these cars and planes, I'm always boarding. Just out touring down in Charlotte like I play for Hornets. When I'm performing, never boring, now you can't afford it. Champagne Perrier, Finnish friends on my face. Looking like I'm from the deep, these no Cartiers. Pockets deep, bro. I can make it in my seat, bro. Do you, I'm doing me, bro. Making noise, use a peak, bro. Whoa. I press the button and the doors go off like that money clip us now, the new now looks like upgrade her diamonds, now her girlfriends are like Neighborhood on the scene, neighborhood on the strip, neighborhood be the name, neighborhood no crib, neighborhood that's me, neighborhood that's Nick, neighborhood do the dance, neighborhood do the deal. Okay, thought I'd never make it like no way. I'm the real deal, no role play. My days off, that's no days. No, I hustle hard, young rose. E be the shooter, that's cold case. Those on the deals, that's brose. Got no pay, don't no say. Okay, this the new, tell them read it. Been the one since the fetus. Don't sleep on me, Tempur-Pedic. That's a no. Spending dope for no reason. Got a ball head, Mr. Cleaner. Heard the big bags overseas, then we gon' go. I press the button and the doors go off like that money clip us now, the new now looks like upgrade her diamonds, now her girlfriends are like I press the button and the doors go off like that money clip us now, the new now looks like upgrade her diamonds, now her girlfriends are like tunnel vision when I hit the holly. Working on that cause my mind is on an island. Told my babies I'll be homeless, so don't stay up. Breaks my heart to see them sad, so I won't wait up. Need it all that's mine, I need it now. I lost my patience the same week I lost my smile. My baby pressed me, said I'm acting like a child. I took some L's, can lie, that really brought me down. I'm so antisocial, but I guess it's type selective. Swear I'll make a change, but for now I just can't help it. Only trusting God and these scars that I've been dealt with. I'ma do my job, time to grind, time to know. They know, 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 they know. Pedal to the metal, they know. Gone and I won't let up, they know. I'm not so fed up, they know. Say it for the record, they know. They know, they know, they know. Yeah, they know. Pedal to the metal, they know. I'm not so fed up, they know. Why you never sign? You sign when you go live. Stuck inside that bubble, never ever go outside. You don't know you know computers, you're a tech guy. Back against a wall, you gon' fall or you gon' ride. I feel the pressure, foot to the pedal. My dogs, they fed up, my squad won't let up. No sneakers, CDG, hot on step on. My money yoga, the weight is stretch on. I change locations to change the weather. Know when that rain come, got my umbrella. And when my day come, my name gon' stay up. Yeah, I know, I know, I know. Pedal to the metal, they know. Gone and I won't let up, they know. I'm not so fed up, they know. Say it for the record, they know. They know, they know, they know. Yeah, they know. Pedal to the metal, they know. I'm not so fed up, they know.
Get out.
Looking at me really weird. So yeah, that's what it's actually staring me down, bro.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you one more time to get your stuff and get out, or you're gonna go to jail.
I'm gonna go to jail for what?
Disorderly conduct. Now get your stuff.
Conduct?
Do you want to go to jail?
Are you fucking shitting me?
Get your stuff and let's go.
Hold on, baby. Listen, you heard that? Alright, hold on. No, you're fine, sir. Officer fucking fights.
Get your stuff.
Got you off the fucking fight. What the fuck? Atlanta is mad fucking ghetto, bro. It's the most ghetto fucking shit in the world, bro.
Okay, my beautiful black sisters, this beautiful young lady who's a professional stylist says that women become a slave to the wigs because they are damaging, especially to the edges. So then they can't stop wearing them. I don't do those. This goes in line with the article called The Bald and the Beautiful from Atlanta Journal-Constitution, which a black woman wrote that says, in essence, that black women become hooked on the look. That the wigs, weaves, sew-ins, lace fronts, all these things become an integral part of their personality. They don't feel right, comfortable, or happy going without it. Is this true? Is this a real issue, lady?
Fire! Kosher clinician.
If it ain't seven, it ain't kosher. Heaven and hell, that's what they told you. Real men put the strap down and we can toss them. Young heads pick it back up and young dope them. This is our culture. Now we talking kosher. Clinician, masculinity issues. Asking fathers who miss you. Mama drama don't kiss you. All a part of the ritual. This is how they get you. Separate the men, women, clipping babies pretend to. Damn. Lovers, haters, acting like vultures. If it ain't seven, it ain't kosher. If it ain't kosher, ain't right, gotta divorce us. If it ain't seven, it ain't kosher. If it ain't kosher, ain't right, gotta divorce us. If it ain't seven, it ain't kosher. If it ain't kosher, ain't right, gotta divorce us. This is kosherclinician. 7 wonders, the whole world gotta listen. This is kosherclinician. 7 wonders, the whole world gotta listen. This is kosherclinician. 7 wonders, the whole world gotta listen. This is kosherclinician. 7 wonders, the whole world gotta listen. Listen. Listen.
All right, thank you guys for tuning in on this sunny afternoon or sunny evening from the greatest state in the Union, the Tar Heel State. I'm not going to be before you guys long on today. I'm not going to be before you long. But this segue of this particular show more or less talks about the pathologies in the black community, but more particularly why so many of our men are frustrated and they're tired of dealing with obtuse behaviors and behaviors that are not consistent with femininity. There's an old adage and a saying that's saying the more things change, the more they remain the same. And we're going to see on full display how narcissism and entitlement is becoming the call of the day, and how men should move or continue to move in a time where accountability appears to be fleeting and entitlement appears to be on the increase. Sit back, relax, and enjoy this show as I bring it to you live from the greatest state in the Union, the Tar Heel State. And I need you guys to understand this as it relates to female psychology and male empowerment. If it ain't 7, it ain't kosher. If it ain't kosher, it ain't right. There are 7 steps that a man must go through in order to become optimized, and understanding how female psychology play a role on your psyche is paramount as we move forward in these very turbulent times. Get your pen and paper ready, guys. Let's do it. This woman was arrested for her bad attitude, but in the process of being arrested, she had to get a weave. What's wrong with some of these modern women, and how should men move forward in modern times? What say you? Fire for your mind. All right, guys, I'm not going to be before you long. I got things to take care of. I got patients to see, but I did get a little break. And I'm going to do an impromptu show talking about some of the behaviors that we continue to talk about with some modern women. Now, listen, we understand that there are some very noble young women. There are women that are good sisters that are trying to do the right thing, and I say kudos to you. But the evidence, men, don't lie as it relates to the behaviors that we see manifesting now. And because of those behaviors, it continues to reaffirm why a lot of men that have money and status are saying that I'm not getting married, not because they don't want to get married, but what they are saying that in general, it's more dysfunctional women that exhibit this behavior than women that are not dysfunctional. And attitude and weave appears to go hand in hand. Because in this story, this woman was ordered not one time, but several times to pick her stuff up and go because she was trespassing. But not only did this woman berate the cop, it appears this woman had a weave addiction. And just like some modern women are addicted to attention and drama, many also conversely are addicted to weave. And we got to ask ourselves the question, excuse me, why are so many addicted to weave and drama instead of being addicted to what's respectful and being a reflection of the women of the past? We're going to break this thing down and look at it analytically and ask ourselves the question, what could this woman have done better? But sadly, because there is no accountability to be declining, we tend to see more of these sad behaviors instead of seeing behaviors that are conducive to doing what's right. But in the meantime, shout out to my man, Salty Balls, always showing love. He's a funny guy. Shout out to Salty Balls. Salty Balls, you funny dog. Salty Balls say the scroll of merchants 2 and 3 whispers from the merchants says thine she-heathen adorn themselves with at least 100,000, 10,000 lizzo worth of blonde manes of horsehair. Every 365 sunsets pass, and there has been prosperous for these treatments. Man, Salty Balls, man, you crazy as hell, man. You funny, dude. Man, Salty Balls, you wild, man. But in the meantime, guys, get these likes up, man, and donate to the channel, man. Thank you. Shout out to Salty Balls. And Salty Balls, because of your love offering, brother. Salty Balls is the #1 sponsor of this stream. Before we get deeper into it, thank you, sir. All right, guys, we're going to get deep into the rabbit hole, and we're going to explore the nuances of modern behavior. And listen, we know, guys, that this behavior is not a byproduct of black women alone. It's a byproduct of Western women. And one of the things I've said before in the past, traveling is a way to deal with a different cultural experiences. But it's not a guarantee that you're going to get always traditional women unless you research and study that culture. But it's very problematic that some don't understand that them being rebellious and them being masculine repels masculine women or masculine men from being in relationships. What some of you women don't understand is this: masculinity only complements femininity, but masculinity is not a complement to masculinity unless iron is sharpening iron. Masculinity is only the complement to masculinity when men are galvanizing one another. But when it comes down to relationships, men don't like masculine women unless they are effeminate men. And from my experience, guys, women want men to be men. But you're going to see in this examination where this woman was more concerned about arguing with the cop and putting her weave on her head instead of leaving and more or less doing what's necessary to get herself out of trouble. But see, what masculine women do, guys, they let their mouth write checks that their behind can't cash. Masculine women let their mouths write checks that their, ASS can cash. And you will see this woman begin to break down and beg for mercy. But it was too late because the man was very patient. He asked her not one time, but several times, ma'am, I need you to comply. But see, she was more concerned about bumping her gums, and she was more concerned about arguing with this officer and getting her weave than being compliant. And never have I seen, guys, in modern times where so many modern women are combative, the need to be right, and also use shaming language. This woman on full display used shaming language. She used shame, insults, guilt, and the need to be right. But also this woman used a concept called death. She denied the evidence that the officer was giving to her. She became enraged when he presented with the evidence. She argued to ad hominem attacks, where she attacked the messenger instead of the message, and she began to fight or she began to flee. In this scenario, she didn't flee, but she fought this officer verbally, and she was resisting. But to the women that are listening to this is this: you can garner more from a man by being a feminine woman than trying to challenge his authority. Because see, in other countries, you can't get up in a man's face. In other countries, you can't challenge a man because you could lose your life. You get in a man's face in some of these countries in Africa or South America, or even in the Middle East, you can get severely hurt or severely damaged. But see, American men are soft, and we're soft for a reason, not because necessarily that's how we want to be, but it's how we have been conditioned to be. And the sad thing is, this woman behavior is so irreprehensible that she could not more or less recuse herself of her bad behavior. So we're about to go down the rabbit hole in a minute, but in the meantime, let me read some of these comments. And guys, donate to the channel if you need to. If you like the show, if you like what I'm doing, donate to the channel. But yeah, she had to get that weave red lipstick. And shout out to my dear friend Ambong Angwa. Take heed to the message. Go check that sister out. How you doing, sweetie? Shout out to her as well. Shout out to the Quiet Storm. And we about to go down the rabbit hole. We're about to go down. So guys, get your pen and paper ready. And we're about to go down the rabbit hole. Let's do it. Down the rabbit hole we go. This is the part of the show where we assess, examine, collaborate.
Haven police officers were...
All right, and so what you guys about to see on full display
Hotel
is
Atlanta, Georgia, on March 13th.
It's rampant lawlessness. This is fair use. This is fair use, but I want you guys to see some of the behaviors that so many men are complaining about, and why a large percentage of our men are checking out because they are frustrated. Look at how this woman was not only berating this man, but how her priorities were not correct and how her behavior was an indictment to herself.
2021 to remove a woman who refused to leave her hotel room after her designated checkout time. She started screaming and arguing when officers knocked on her door and informed her that she had overstayed and it was time to go.
I'll take you to 100. Disregard the vehicle.
Hello?
I'll be out in 10 minutes.
You don't have 10 minutes.
Oh, 5 minutes?
You got about 2 minutes.
Okay.
Get your stuff and get out.
Okay.
Now, remember, this woman, according to the officer, was there for illegal trespassing. But y'all tell me what y'all seeing this woman behavior is irreprehensible.
Yes, ma'am.
Hello?
Yes.
Sorry, I took a shower and that's why I'm naked. You don't. No, please don't.
Okay.
I'm getting dressed. That's
They've
why.
already asked you to leave, so hurry up.
I understand. That's why I'm saying.
Hurry up.
They call the police for me to leave.
Yes, ma'am. Hurry up.
Okay, I'm getting dressed. That's why I'm naked. Okay, I'll be right out.
Let's go.
At this point, do you think the woman was being unreasonable? Or do you think the officer was too excessive? If the officer was excessive, hit 1. If the woman was being unreasonable, I need you to hit 2. All right, we're going to get back into it. Hold tight.
I'm wearing my pants, sir. 1 second.
Okay, it doesn't take that long to get dressed. Put some clothes on and let's go.
No, I'm literally doing everything.
You don't have time to do everything. Put some clothes on.
Sir, I will be out in 30 seconds.
Okay, hurry up.
And I'm on the phone with my boyfriend. What's your name, sir?
Fikes.
Okay.
Okay, I need you to hurry up.
I'm sorry. I'm getting. Hold on, sir.
You're dressed, so I need you out. Let's go.
Look at how defiant she is, and look at how combative that she is. Look at how she's challenging authority. And this is the behaviors that many times, guys, we see in modern women. Most of you guys said too. Shout out to my man, James Turner. James said she started to tell the officer when she was going to leave. Right. Challenging authority. But she let her mouth write a check that her, you know what, concussion. And we see this kind of behavior all the time, guys. We see it all the time. And you can't call it out, because if you call it out, someone say that your mom is black. And we know that there's a partition of good sisters that get it. But sadly, not enough don't get it. And that's a problem. That's a problem.
You do not need to stare at me, though. Hold on, let me talk.
Nobody's staring at you. I need you out.
Hold on. There's like an officer right there that is staring me down. His name is Officer what?
Fikes, get your stuff and get out.
Looking at me. He's looking at me really weird. So yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's actually staring me down, bro.
Listen, I'm going to tell you one more time to get your stuff and get out, or you're going to go to jail.
I'm going to go to jail for what?
Disorderly conduct. Now get your stuff.
Conduct?
Do you want to go to jail?
Are you fucking shitting me?
Get your stuff and let's go.
Hold on, baby. Listen. You heard that? Alright, hold on. No, you're fine, sir. Officer fucking Fikes.
Get your stuff.
Look at her being defiant, and look at her challenging the officer authority. And see, what happens a lot of times, guys, when some of these women see true masculinity because they've never seen it, and because so many of our men are weak, they often respond with aggression because they've never seen it before. And that's a problem. That is a problem. Because when masculinity is on full display, it's met with some level of retribution.
What the fuck? Atlanta is mad fucking ghetto, bro. It's the most ghetto fucking shit in the world, bro. What the fuck? Are you shitting me? What the fuck? Yo. Oh my fucking god.
40 up 26.
Jail for a fucking hotel room that I paid for.
Look at her running her mouth still. Look at her lack of self-awareness. Let me tell you ladies something. If you really want to get the love and the respect from a man, you got to be self-aware. And while self-awareness works for both sexes, some, not all, but some of our women are not self-aware, and how their behavior sabotages them not only in loving relationships, but also in business relationships. And sadly, guys, women struggle with their emotions. And if a woman is not able to control her feelings, she's going to always sabotage relationships, not only with the law, but potential business relationships. Because a woman that can control her emotions has a high level of emotional IQ. And that's a problem. Donate to the channel, guys. Get the likes up. We're going to get right back into it. Thank you, guys. Hold tight.
That's insane, bro. Oh my fucking God. This is the most ghetto. And you don't even have a mask on.
And I think you're right, James. They all wear. They don't care. You're right. I agree with you, James. Guys, if you got a question you want to ask me, donate to the channel. Send a super chat or cash app. I'll read your question or comment. Not going to be before you guys long, but thank you guys for tuning in. Hold tight.
Fucking COVID, bro. What the fuck? This is disgusting. Oh my God. I don't get it. I just don't get it. This is crazy. Oh my God.
Where's your ID?
I'm sorry, excuse me, what?
Where's your ID?
My ID is right here. You need a mask, sir, because you have fucking COVID.
Look at this woman. Look at this hyena. Look at this hyena challenging authority. Look at how her look at if she was feminine, how she could have got more from that officer. Defiant, rebellious, very masculine. And you're right, Red Lipstick, that mouth is cursing. But very defiant and rebellious. But that's because no one holds a percentage of our women accountable. And they're not used to masculinity because everybody holds their hand. And that's a problem.
COVID, you might have COVID.
I need your ID.
6 feet, and I need to fucking go. Excuse me.
I need your ID.
For what?
Because you're going to be issued a criminal trespass warning, so you can't come back here.
I don't fucking care about coming back here.
Okay,
but you don't need my ID because you're not going to arrest me and I'm fucking leaving.
I am going to get your ID so that I can do my report for your criminal trespass.
Get my ID from the front.
Nope.
Oh my fucking rights. You shitting me?
Does it make you happy?
Thank you! Fucking thank you!
Now let me get your ID.
God damn it! God damn it! I have to beg you to wear a fucking mask.
Now let me get your ID.
Shit.
Look how disrespectful she is. Shout out to Red Lipstick. Hellfire in the mouth. Yeah, she need to come to Smurfette class and get some feminine etiquette because her feminine etiquette is horrible. See, what some of these women don't understand is this, man. What they don't understand is this. Ladies, you can get so much more by being feminine with a man. You can get so much more by being feminine and kind and using your requisite soft skills. Use your soft skills, you know? Learn how to talk to people. Learn how to set the tone. Learn how to read the room. But this woman, the whole time, she was defiant, and she thought she was right. And she thought she was right because this hyena got egocentria. And also, guys, she got cognitive dissonance. But as you guys are about to see, she's going to learn today. She's going to learn that you cannot challenge authority. And that's why men need to start setting the mantle and holding bad behavior accountable. You reward good behavior and you hold bad behavior accountable. Because if you don't, they're continuing to think that what they're doing is okay. And some of you men, I blame you because you don't have any standards. And I see it all the time in therapy where men don't have standards. They allow their women to write checks that they're behind can't cash, and they keep having these conversations over and over again because there's no modus operandi and there's no level of respect. So let's get back into it, guys. Hold tight. Now remember, this officer told her 2 minutes. Remember, he told her 2 minutes. He said 2 minutes. And and she's still taking her time. And you know, the sad thing is, you know, she could have took that weave and put it in the bag. She could have took that weave and put that weave in the bag. But she was so concerned about getting her flex on. The officer lets go, but she said, I can't leave my weave. Shout out to my man, James Turner. He said, oh, I'll be tossing her stuff out. Get out. Hold on for a minute. James Turner's crazy as hell. And you're right, James. That's on my mama.
Yeah, we chain on my mom. That be broken mom. Kill some on my mom. Bro, they back me look like that's on my monkey. That's on my monkey. That's on my monkey.
Yeah, that was Raekwon and Day arguing with the officer. They would have been dealt with. Raekwon and Man would have been dealt with. They would have been dealt with. Because men in general understand that even though some men can be defined as well, they understand that there's always an approximation of violence when you are out of line. Hold tight.
Yeah, I know you're enjoying the fucking view, but I'm fucking taking it. It's fucked. This pussy's taking my fuck, bro. Disgusting. This is what I got put in jail for in the first place. You back up.
Wait, hold on, y'all. This woman was more compliant with her weave. She was more compliant with her weave than being compliant with the officer. Yeah. She said, "Look, I ain't doing nothing until I put my weave on." She's more addicted. She's more addicted to being rebellious and stubborn than following directions. And that weave addiction is a hell of a thing, guys. Some of these women have weave addictions. And instead of her doing what the officer said, putting that weave in a bag, not only was she very obtuse in her response, she was very disrespectful. And you see it all the time. If you take the cell phone from some of these modern women and you take away their weave, because they identify or get their identification to weave and cell phones, you might lose your life. Or you might be for a hell of a fight. Because weave addiction should be in the DSM-5. Oh my God! All of them, man. This shit. This is funny, man. All of them, man.
I need your ID as well. Before you walk out of this room, I need your ID.
Y'all see that? Y'all see that weave? She got that Sunny and Cher weave. I got you, bae. She got that Sunny and Cher weave, guys. Oh, hold on a minute, guys. The robot just told me. He said, "Tell them niggas to get the likes up, hit the like button, and donate to the channel."
I'll be more than happy to give you a card when we get downstairs.
Oh, great. So when we get downstairs, we'll exchange my ID and your badge number. Perfect.
I'm going to get your ID before you walk out of this room.
We can do that right now. I'm not doing anything legal. I'm fucking leaving, like you said. Exactly.
But I still need your ID.
Well, and I still need your badge.
And look at the defiance. Constantly challenging authority. You're dealing with a law officer. But see, we know that there's some rogue cops. We know there are rogue cops. But I used to be in law enforcement. But if this man had yoked her up, he would have done it wrong. But the level of defiance is appalling, to say the least. And we see it at an all-time high, more so now than ever. And it's a problem, guys. And it's a serious problem. She could have diffused this situation by being compliant, but she chose not to be compliant. Guys, if y'all got a question, cash out me at Cash App 7 Smalls. If you got a question, feel free to do the same thing. Thank you, guys. Hold tight.
I have one in the car. I will be more than happy to give you.
Exactly, right there.
I need your ID.
Yeah, my mask. 1 second. I need my mask.
I need your ID.
You know she asked for the ID not once but several times. But she's trying to flex. That's what you call power flexing. That's what you call power flexing. And some of you men got women in your lives that try to flex where you try to set boundaries and set authority. It's called power flexing. Because once again, this situation could have been diffused a long time ago. But in the end, the officer said, you're going to learn today.
Again, why do you need my ID?
Because I have to do a report.
For what?
For criminal trespass.
Criminal trespass? Excuse me. Why am I being criminally trespassed?
They don't want you back in the business.
I'm being issued a ticket or something?
I didn't say that.
So what does criminal trespass mean?
They don't want you back in this hotel.
I don't give a fuck about this hotel.
Okay.
They had me fucked up the first night
That's
checking
fine,
in.
but I still have to do a report.
But no, the crazy part is I need your
I told you when we get downstairs, I will give you one in the car.
Okay, perfect. All right, perfect. No, fuck this mask, actually.
Not now, but I never thought there was a real solution. Now I use Keeps, the easiest way to keep my hair. And I can get my treatment without leaving the couch. Go to Keeps.com.
This is my first time in Atlanta. My birthday was last Friday, and this is so fucking ghetto, bro. This is fucking ghetto.
Now, she said, this is effing ghetto. But this woman is being ghetto because she's being compliant. James turns to I handcuff her and her weave separately. Man, you wild, man.
just so you know, you live in a ghetto ass spot. Here, here's
care.
my fucking ID. But here, walk out. Let me get my shit from out first.
No,
Once again, you guys notice she still haven't given the man the ID. That's power flexing. You know, you ask yourself the question, what are some of these women teaching our young women about how to respond, how to respect authority? Because it appears, based on the evidence, that some not only don't understand authority, they don't respect authority. And that's a problem when you don't respect authority. Authority is paramount if you're going to have a balanced society. But we live in a world now where a lot of our young people are entitled, men and women. And they will challenge you. They'll challenge you when you try to set standards and when you try to hold them accountable. And situations like that, guys, is not only a problem, it's very much problematic. Because in any healthy society, you got to have structure and you got to have order. But what it looks like today is that many don't want structure or order. And once again, this is why we're here at our current issues now.
Your ID. We're not walking out of this room without your ID.
Oh, sir, why are you entrapping me in this room?
Really? You're making this a lot worse than it's got to be.
I'm trying to leave.
Let me have your ID.
I'm trying to leave.
Give me your ID.
Or sir, is this a guy? Excuse me. Do you think that this is right?
Let me have your ID.
About 2 seconds to hand over that ID. I'm breaking out my handcuffs.
I
already told her she's getting ready to go to jail.
For what? For what?
You're making this a lot.
Look at how many times he told this woman to comply. She's still running her mouth. But once again, when you challenge a man and you keep challenging that man and you get in his face, and every man don't have patience. Some men said that, well, it's not the hell out of you. and it's a problem. Every man is not patient like that. But she was more compliant to her weave than she was compliant to this officer. She was more compliant to her weave instead of being compliant to the officer.
Why am I being criminally trespassed though?
Because they don't want you in this hotel. That's the third time I've told you that.
What did I do? What did I do wrong?
You didn't check out on time, number one. Okay? Give me your
Number
ID.
one,
Listen.
what's number two?
Listen. That's about the 5th time. 6th time, he said, give me your ID. 6th time, give me your ID. And she still ain't gave it to him. Lacks self-awareness, and she lacks respect for order and law. But we wonder why our community is so chaos. Listen, I struggle with a lot of this stuff, guys, because in Gen X, I grew up in Gen X. Gen X, we were a lot more respectful when it came down to order and structure. But this generation, a lot of this generation, they're extremely hard-headed. Extremely hard-headed. Oh, my goodness. The sign language is strong with this one.
I'm going to tell you
Here's
one
my
more
ID.
time.
Sir, here's my ID, but what's number 2? What did I fucking do wrong, number 2?
Let's go. Let's go.
What did I do wrong? What else did I do fucking wrong?
Leave the hotel room, or I'm going to let you leave in handcuffs.
Now remember, guys, he told this woman, be ready to go 2 minutes ago. This is about 10 to 5 minutes. Remember. He told her to leave minutes ago, 5 to 10 minutes ago. And she still haven't left. What does that say? What does that say? 2 minutes. He told her 2 minutes, have yourself ready in 2 minutes, and this woman is still arguing. But she's going to learn today. She's going to learn today because that scheme of affliction that she didn't think that was going to happen, that scheme of affliction is about to happen. She about to get smiggled.
I don't care what your opinion thinks.
Can you
Let's
please
go.
move? I know.
I'm trying to.
COVID around,
Okay, then hold the door yourself.
Don't fucking get around me. Ew. I'm not from this country and I'm not about to stay here. This is retarded, bro. There's COVID around.
This way.
Please, 6 feet, please.
Okay, I'll walk 6 feet behind you.
Not only is she taunting and challenging the officer, but she's trying to guide the officer instead of being responsible. It's all about soft skills. It's all about soft skills and learning how to be respectful. James told you crazy, man. Her body's there with him, but her weave is on the other side of town. Yeah, that damn weave addiction is a hell of a drug, man. That weave addiction is a hell of a drug. Hold on for a bit.
All right, perfect. All right, excuse me.
You're not worried if you don't have a mask on?
Excuse me. My fucking mask is right here, but the fact that you guys have masks on is fucking great. But right now, fuck the right. Fuck right now. I have a fucking mask on. I have a mask right here.
Stop cussing.
What are you talking about? Why can't I fucking cuss?
Because there's other people
Freedom
around.
of fucking speech. Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, she about to learn today. Oh, she about to learn now, guys. She about to learn. And see, you can't keep pressing a man and challenging authority, man. But see, when execution come, then it's the man's fault. Never take accountability. Never take accountability. Hold tight.
Let go. I've had enough. Let go.
Sir.
You're under arrest.
You're under arrest.
I'm sorry. Okay, excuse me.
Stop.
Oh my God.
Stop resisting. Put your hands behind your back.
Oh my God.
Put your hands
Oh
behind
my
your
God.
back.
Sorry. Oh my God. Oh my
Listen,
God.
you would make this a lot easier, okay, if you would just listen to instructions, but instead, you want to mouth off and cuss after we've told you not to. You don't want to leave the hotel room when you've been ordered to, so now you made this a lot harder than it's got to be.
Okay.
Her and her weave both is under arrest. Her and her weave both is under arrest. Her weave got the right to remain silent. Anything held against that weave will be held in the court of law. Hold tight.
All you had to do was leave.
Please, I'm sorry.
Nope.
Yeah, now
wait.
you are.
You had how many
What can I
chances?
do? Well, what can I do?
Go to jail.
Post the bond.
I'm sorry.
Nope.
Well, I can't.
Nope.
Running your
I can't
mouth?
afford to.
No.
I can't afford to.
Well, that's not my problem.
Sir, please.
Not my problem.
You're not getting unarrested.
Okay.
Let's go.
Now imagine this woman had to use her femininity and her soft skills. Imagine if she had to use her femininity and her soft skills. All of this could have been eradicated. But she did. But she didn't. She became public enemy number one. This woman was saying, "Fight the power." She was saying, "Fight the power." This woman was saying, "Fight the power." She was saying, fight the power, man.
Yep.
That was dumb on your behalf. All we wanted to do was make you leave. You made an issue out of nothing.
I'm sorry.
No, we are past that point. You had how many chances?
I can't afford to. I have a flight ticket.
Again,
guess what?
not my problem.
Whose fault that is now? Yours.
You've done this to yourself.
What do I have to do to post bond or something?
Pay money. That's what you got to do.
How much? How much do I have to pay?
However the judge says.
I have to wait for a judge?
Yep.
So I can't go home tomorrow?
Probably not, no.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
You should have thought about that about 20 minutes ago when I tried to get you out of the room
I
peacefully.
was just coming out, but really you're being mean. I'm sorry.
Okay, you see this?
I'm sorry, yeah, I know.
Body cameras.
Yeah.
The whole way you've been acting this whole time will be played in court. Okay?
Wow, I don't know.
You going out?
Yes, lobby.
Oh, okay.
Turn. There you go.
Sorry, my hand, please.
We'll double check them once we get down there, okay?
Okay, but when you're fighting with us while we're trying to put handcuffs on you, they don't go on very comfortable.
I know, sir.
Turn. Okay? So, right now you're going to jail for disorderly conduct and felony obstruction.
Oh my God.
I'll be back in just a second.
Okay.
One 100. Huh?
She probably had contraband in her weave, guys. She probably had contraband in her weave. I used to work in law enforcement. She probably had contraband in her weave. Hold tight.
Hold that.
Can I please do anything? Can I pay you guys a ticket? Can I pay you
No, I've already explained that. I don't know how many times.
You're going to have a felony charge and a misdemeanor
Why?
charge.
Listen to what I'm about.
Fighting when we put you in handcuffs.
When I take this handcuff off, you keep both hands behind your back. You understand?
Oh, yes.
You just put that one back on, I'll get them back for you.
I'll double check it.
They lock right here. Just pull that little lever and it locks.
How do you unlock it? Just through the
Just
keyhole
with the
again?
key, yeah.
Okay. Listen, when you get down to the jail, a female deputy is going to give you a very thorough search. So if you have anything on you now, I need to know about. Now's the time to pull it off. I just have to ask.
I have nothing.
First too.
I have nothing.
Go ahead and turn. Have a seat.
She was arrested for disorderly conduct and obstruction of law enforcement.
And all of this, guys, could have been eradicated if this woman would have followed the rules. But this is what happens in a world where no one is held accountable. This is what happens when no one is held accountable. And that's why some of our women can't be protected. They sabotage their own safety because they're rebellious and they don't want to listen.
officers. While searching her purse, officers found a small amount of marijuana, and she was also charged with possession of marijuana less than 1 ounce.
She got that weave, them trolleys, and she got to have marijuana, a winning connection. Weave, trolleys, and she got that marijuana.
Find any more ID? No. This isn't a, this is just one of those permanent resident type ID.
We can check her.
Any return on it.
I thought I smelled weed in this purse. It's got weed in it.
Oh, that's genius.
And that's it, guys. That's the behavior that we see in some of our modern women. That is the behavior that we see in some of our modern women. Oh my God, unbelievable. But anyway, listen, guys, thank you guys for tuning in, man. I gotta run. I got things to do. I saw this clip last night, popped on the screen. I want to do a reaction to it, man. But I got some more content coming up this week, guys. But I love you guys. Thank you for tuning in. And guys, y'all take care of yourself. And once again, it's just a reflection that the more things change, the more things remain the same. The more things change, the more things remain the same. It's so sad. But I'm going to challenge some of you men, don't save them. Only take care of righteous women that are listening and respecting you as a man. But anyway, guys, we signing off. I will be back again. Y'all take care. Be well. Hold tight.
It's not my fault. You've been lying, saying that I took away your peace. Drowning by yourself, now you wanna blame me. Like you have no options. I ain't take your options. Now I'm not the problem, man, that's on you, yeah. You've been terrorizing me, yeah, I'm always wrong. I knew you lost your mind when you dropped that bomb. Girl, are you crazy? Yeah, you must be crazy. I've been thinking lately it's you. You stole your peace, put it on me. Baby, it's you. Lie like a rat, but take your stuff back. Baby, it's you.